Welcome back, Wolfpack Vrillas here. Who remembers back when we had the contrary shenanigans going on? Well, I'm gonna go bring that back for a bit because Timmy is going to go and show us some contrary shenanigans. I'm completely down with this. That seems like a very, very good thing to have. So yeah. Let's see how this Spinda strategy works. Spinda Hitmontop. Oh, we already have some goodies coming along. That's not directly Arcanine. Hitmontop is a good close combat Pokemon, and we're going to see how this one's up going through against an Arcanine Luxray. Wait a second. How much Intimidate is on the opponent's team? That's 2 right there, and this could get really interesting. Hitmontop losing its attack initially, but Hitmontop throwing out the Intimidate as well. I'm already a bit confused. Okay, so Hitmontop. Oh, okay, I see. I think Hitmontop is supposed to be a fake out Pokemon to help buy time for the Spinda skill swap, and then after that you can just safely switch in Arcanine for the Deception on top of getting 2 Intimidate drops. So, oh wow, so Spinda's at +2 on its attack, -2 on both opponents. Now Spinda's Intimidate is going to make them -3, and Arcanine's going to be able to be like, hey, or Spinda's going to be able to go, hey, I'm going to skill swap all you guys, and there's so much Intimidate, Arcanine's just going to get some free attack left and right. I think that's what's going to happen. That's actually really crazy. So Wild Charge, double focus on the Spinda, not enough. Also, this Pokemon are just not fast enough because of that Scarf coming in. So withdraws the Luxray and goes into, is this going to be, ooh, Gramble. And more Intimidation. So now Spinda's attack drops, but Arcanine gains attack in this one. And the opponent's just not having any damage left over. So there's the extreme speed. Spinda does go down. But overall, damage has been done. So Arcanine's going to use that close combat on the other Arcanine, get a decent amount of damage in, and now its defenses go up, and the Pain Train has begun. Oh, does Hitmontop get roleplay? Like, what if a Pokemon got roleplay on top of this strategy? That means you're just going to take the contrary ability again, and more Intimidates get thrown around. So Hitmontop with the Fake Out, just going to stop that Gramble a little more in its tracks. Opponent's Arcanine is going to throw down that Flare Blitz, and now we're going to wait for more close combat action. Arcanine's down to like 50% of its attack. This is sad to watch. So there's close combat. Boom! Going to finish off Arcanine. Double defenses, and not good, because now the opponent has to switch in to either a Staraptor, which has Intimidate, or a Luxray, which has Intimidate, against an Arcanine, which is using physical moves. Who needs Overheat in this situation? Now, Final Gambit is like the best option right here for the opponent, but will it be enough? Oh, Hitmontop's going to bring that Helping Hand now, and this is just probably like one of the worst things that could happen for the opponent. I'm kind of speechless at how hilarious this is being. So the opponent's like, okay, we're not going to be able to get rid of Arcanine right now. Let's just kind of focus down everything else, turn it into like a 2v1, and see if we can like crit or something on this Arcanine. So there's a close combat. That's just going to knock out Staraptor right there. I guess he doesn't feel any threat coming in from the Gramble as well, because it's like, well, that's a normal Pokemon. I can just close combat, one-hit KO it regardless. And Thunder Wave, going to stall out the Arcanine a bit, slow it down, maybe get some hacks. And Arcanine is paralyzed, unable to move. And here we have Luxray and Klefki. Ooh, Klefki with that good support going to help out Arcanine quite a bit. And I like the way that this team's setup is. So Thunder Wave going to go and trade that Thunder Wave onto the Gramble. Can't really Thunder Wave Luxray though. And now we're going to just see Wild Charge coming in. So going to go do a, wow, that was actually a really solid hit on the Klefki. All that recoil and Thunder Wave onto Klefki as well. So now we get to see Arcanine. Arcanine's paralyzed, can't move, not going to be able to score that KO this turn. Klefki is paralyzed. Oh, that's unfortunate. Doesn't get that Prankster setup going. And Wild Charge is going to go in and KO Klefki. Luxray, though, is in a really interesting situation. But overall, you know, you have to give credit. The opponent's team is just beat down. If you have a physical Pokemon on your team, the opponent's just not going to let it have any damage. And close combat does finish off the Luxray, however. But overall, you know, that was a really strong lead. I'm trying to give the opponent some credit here. Even though, like, the Spinda strategy is like the most direct counter I've really ever seen. So Overheat coming from Arcanine, going to land on the Gramble, not going to be enough to KO, but going to raise special attack. Arcanine getting style points for trying to get as many stats as possible into a Pokemon. Guess it's supposed to be a kind of tanky Gramble. Play rough. Citrus Berry does 10 whole damage. And Arcanine's attack raises instead of drops from the play rough. And there's the leftovers, so Arcanine pretty much looking untouched this entire battle. And I think it's cool to just see the skill swap every once in a while. People bring it out. We get to see some fun times, and not bad battle at all. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Second Fan Fridays, reviving the shenanigans of skill swap in probably the craziest fashion. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you all have a nice, not yet day, because there's still 2 more Fan Fridays.